All right, he's the MVP. That's right. Nuggets big man Nikola Jokic. He is the NBA's most valuable player. 26.5 points, 11 boards, 8.5 assists per game. First center to win the award since Shaq in 2000. And he was the 41st draft pick way back in 2014. That's the lowest anybody's ever been picked to win the MVP. He's also the first Denver Nuggets player to win such honors. So there you go. First. And that's where he is in the MVP balloting. First. All right, first in your hearts and minds when it comes to NBA in this program, Bill Reiter, there he is. So, is this the guy you voted for? Are you surprised that he won? I say he's the MVP. What do you say?
Yeah, I think, I voted for this award, I think 5 or 6 times now, EK, and this was by far the easiest year to put that any name, and it was this name for me, Nikola Jokic, on that #1 slot, and the hardest year for 2 through 5. Just like the postseason, the injury bug that plagued the league really turned things upside down. Jokic was astounding and might have been the MVP if other guys had played the complete season, but they did not. He's the one guy that played every game. We know Denver's been incredible. I mean, the guy averaged 26, 11, and 8, somewhere in that range. You put some of those stats up. VOR, player efficiency rating, first in the NBA. The dude was a stud, and it's well-deserved.
All right, so what is sort of the legacy or lesson with this? It's a center. It's somebody who does a lot of different things well. It's not your prototypical NBA sort of swing player who's outside handling the ball, which we've seen. First time in 21 years, the big fella is getting the hardware. What's the lesson here?
Yeah, you mentioned Shaq, and I think David Robinson might have been the center before that who won the award. And the lesson is, and we know this, right? The game has evolved. Jokic is a guy that averaged the kind number of assists per game that you used to see in players who might win MVPs as point guards. The guy can shoot the three-pointer. He doesn't do it all the time, but he can shoot the three-pointer. He's a modern big. He doesn't turn his back to the basket. He certainly can, but his impact on the game is stretching the floor, his ability to see other guys and facilitate. He dominates in every aspect, at least offensively. And that's just the way of the world today. Whether it's Kevin Durant, who's a point guard, whether it's Ben Simmons, who's a guy that can't shoot, but he's 6'10", the game has changed, and big men, so literally like tall guys, incredibly tall dudes, are going to have to learn to blend in these other skills. And even though Jokic is one of those big guys that actually plays a center position, he plays like an old school forward or guard, and that's where the game is today.
All right, so you have kids, I have kids, and they come in, Dad, who's he like from back when you were my age and back in your day when you were in school? Who's Jokic like? You say what to your kid?
I can't go that far back. I mean, to me, Dirk Nowitzki is the player that comes to mind, because Dirk was technically a center, wasn't a defensive star, but we know that shooting and offense was his thing. But Jokic is a new breed of player. I mean, I'm trying to think of a guy who could pass the ball at his position the way that he did. It is a different thing. And I know it frustrates some old timers, but if you show highlights of the guy, a lot of the clips are going to be him either passing the rock or shooting the ball from the outside. He's just not going to go down there and bang with the big boys for the majority of his points. It's a new school player.
There he is. All right, your MVP, Nikola Jokic, gets it done for the Denver Nuggets. First time ever a Nugget gets the MVP. Bill Reiter, excellent job. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.